58 years ago, in small-town Pocatello, Idaho, a young baby was born. As a child, he grew up among the fresh pine forests and cool mountain streams, gambled with the gophers and prairie dogs. Today, that child is Johnny Cyclops, President of the United States, guardian of the free world, and founder of the most terrifically lethal instrument of mass destruction the world has ever known, the Quark Bomb, formerly known as the Johnny Cyclops Bomb, after the president of the same name.
Okay, Mr. President?
Yes, I voted for Johnny Cyclops the last time, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I like him because he's such a decisive man. They say he never suffers from any form of amnesia whatsoever. A very decisive man.
We interrupt this commercial to bring you a news bulletin. In the United Kingdom general election, there has been a narrow yet decisive victory for the left-wing Labour Tribune party of Kevin Pork. Mr. Pork is expected to seek a cabinet meeting very early to discuss his program of radical reform.
How much longer have we got?
Sorry, Kev?
In office.
4 years, 11 months, and 30 days.
Read it back to me again, will you, Dave?
All right. Minutes of Her Majesty's Cabinet meeting. Convened at 10:33 a.m. One, nationalised banks, increased pension, raised social benefits, granted free public transport for all. Set up massive job creation scheme to reduce unemployment by 5.5 million. Total cost, £1,000 billion. 2, withhold all future EEC contributions, serve notice of withdrawal. Abolish Trident, slash defence spending by 98%. Cancel the civil list and close down the Daily Telegraph. Total saving £1,000 billion. Any other business? Abolished House of Lords, withdrew from NATO, axed private education and settled the seaman strike. The meeting was adjourned after 10 minutes.
I can't understand how the other governments made it last so long. Still, it has consummated the marriage, as it were. And there's nothing for it now but to tell you.
Tell us what, Kev?
Well, it's rather a personal matter. It's very personal, actually. Now, how can I put it without it coming as too much of a shock? You see, I am... No, it's no good. You've got to know. The truth of it is, I am secretly Superman.
Superman?
Correct. Bit of a big one, isn't it? Obviously, you'd like some sort of proof. Well, there you are. And, of course, there's the...
Holy Mother of Moses.
As you can imagine, this affects things rather heavily.
I think that's putting it mildly.
Sorry. As from tomorrow, I shall announce the immediate withdrawal of all American forces, both nuclear and conventional, from British soil. In future, I shall be handling all our defense needs personally in my capacity as the man of steel.
Oh, my God.
We'll just tell everybody that it's part of our policy of unilateral disarmament. There'll be no need for an independent missile anymore because I myself am faster than a speeding bullet. So, that's it, boys and girls. That's about the top and bottom of it.
Oh. Hello? Kev?
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw something rather interesting with my telescopic and X-ray vision. The new Shah of Iran isn't dead at all. He's on a cross-channel ferry bound for Dover at this very moment.
Didn't you get a memo from MI5 telling you that this morning?
Yes, I left it upstairs in my in-tray. I was just reading it.
Oh, that's a point, Brian. If the Saudis find we've let that man into Britain, there'll be hell to pay.
I shall issue instructions that he's not to be allowed off the boat.
Wouldn't it be quicker to fly down there at super speed and tell him yourself?
I don't think that'll be necessary. I mean, there's no need to go mad, is there?
That game wasn't won by the man who made that touchdown. It was won by a team, and every man on the team had a share in winning it. We're playing another kind of a game now, only this one isn't for fun. It's for keeps. And this game won't be won by any single player either. It'll be won by a team. A team called the United Nations. The ball will be carried by the men in the backfield. The tough little guy from China, Big Joe Russia, John Britain, and a guy called Yank, the four greatest backs in the world.
Stalin is dead. The Soviets want only peace. So why don't the Americans go home?
Well, if you hear enough of this kind of gossip planted by the communists, enough phony rumors of America's secret plans to launch a war, enough big lies, little lies, and medium-sized lies, maybe you'll begin to believe some of it. Maybe you'll begin to wonder if there isn't some truth in it. Maybe nobody really likes us. Maybe the world really thinks we're imperialistic warmongers. Maybe. Well, that's what the gravediggers want you to think. Because if you do, you're halfway in the bag. The fact is that every free nation in the world looks to America as the bulwark of liberty. The fact is, behind the Iron Curtain are millions of people to whom the voice of America is the only voice of hope in a world of darkness.
Хорошо. Ну вот тут чеши.
Здесь. Порядки, я думаю.
За коров.
прошлый раз у вас был Закаров.
Когда Сахаров?
Молчать! Сахаров будет у меня. Извините, мой человек. Да. Я первый. Да. Понятно. 6. Один, два, три, 4, 5, 6. Боже мой! Нет, не думай! Добро. Семь. Хочешь спорить, а?
Товарищ Дубенкин, вам должно прочитать это.
Что это? Кварк-бомба. Бомба Джонни Сайклопс. Американский президент. Это значит война.
Ushažnje izvestije.
Ushažnje izvestije. Молчать, товарищи, это очень проблемы серьезные.
Yes, all is well so far. Of course, getting it from here in Nevada to the Middle East will not be easy. But I think there is one man who can pull it off for us. His name is Lecrobet. Many call him the Devil. No, I have not actually met him, but he has sent a demo tape. Apparently, it contains some testimonials from people who have employed him. Look, I will watch it now and call you back.
Hello there. My name is Pick Krugervarden of Forstraat Snoepparkburg, Edam Krugervarden and Dyke, the famous Joburg Banking Corporation. You know, in a job like banking, good mercenaries are essential, and that's why I always plump for Lecrobet, the devil. Some people call him the man of 1,000 faces, and it's not hard to see why. When I first hired him in '67, to stir things up a tiny bit in Nigeria, he was posing as Moses Mbimbi, a black African early Islamic pottery consultant with prostate trouble. A truly brilliant cover. If it's mercenaries you're after, Lecrobet's you mean.
Hello, old chum. My name is Prakash Ranjisinji of Armitage Engineer Patel Ganges and Papadam, and I'm just so delighted to be able to recommend this excellent Lecrobet fellow. Oh, not half. Oh, yes, governments toppled, hunters installed, arms smuggled, or even for that very special assassination. Why not try Lecrobet, the dirty trick specialist? Only one 5-minute telephone call from this video cassette. The man of 1,000 faces, they call him. And I especially recommend number 602, which he used for both the Pope jobs in 1978. And that's Bombardier Janet Babyface von Bismarck.
Hello. My name is Olaf Jokkmokk, and I'm Swedish. Oh dear, I have dropped the keys to my Volvo. I work for a well-known firm of Swedish dentists at Carlsberg, Johansson, Vastenik, Gotland and Sveg. And I first met Mr. Lecrobet last December to get an estimate for the liquidation of John McEnroe. Since only then, while impersonating the Right Honourable Mouth-Say Rosenthal, a diabetic bidmaster from Kathmandu, he has wiped out 3 entire firms of rival dental surgeons for us here in Stockholm. Oh, yes, I always use
l'acrobat.
Hello? Well, yes, he is a little, strange, but I think we can trust him. By the way, do I ever tell him who he is working for?
Under no circumstances.
Well, let's take a look at the men who carry the ball with us. Who are they? How do they live? What makes them tick? Let's start with the one that's toughest to understand. The one we know just enough about to confuse us. John Britton.
Here's where he lives. A little island no larger than the state of Idaho.
Well, boys and girls, we did it. The last convoy of Yank missiles leaves tomorrow. What's the matter, Dave? You seem tense. Tense? Be careful. No. Jolly good. Incidentally, I trust neither of you has said a word to anyone about,
Oh, Jerusalem.
We thought it best not to, Kev.
That's the ticket. I wonder where the tea lady's got to. Hello? Great Britain, can you hear me?
Have you gone stark-headed hard? I've got enough of my hands here with one mental case.
Oh, I don't know what came over me.
Well, try and get a grip of yourself.
I can't bottle it up much longer.
All right, boys and girls, she's just coming.
Kev, I've been thinking this disarmament's all very well, but we've got to be careful we don't just let the Russians get in by the back door. I've already heard the KGB are stepping up their undercover operations here.
Rubbish. You're worrying unnecessarily.
All the same, there are certain things we should keep to ourselves. The fact that the Shah of Iran is still alive, for instance.
I mean, he's right, Kev. I mean, we don't want to start another world war, do we?
No problem. I should just use my super strength to push Britain out of the way, and then the bombs would miss us. Are you all right, Dave? No, sometimes I wonder whether you really believe I am Superman at all.
Well...
Oh, ye of little faith. Are these important?
Begging letters from the royal family.
I will now demonstrate the scorching effect of my super heat vision.
Holy fisher of men, he did it!
Good Lord, is that the time? I must fly.
He did it! It's true! He really is Superman!
Oh, shut up!
And that's a clue that explains a lot about John Britton. We build front porches on our houses because we didn't want to miss the chance to see our neighbors. But John Britton hides himself in a little box and plants a hedge around that to make sure he doesn't. Living that close to neighbors, privacy is part of the pursuit of happiness. And in the sardine can called Britton, they learn to get on with their neighbors. They have to. He's too damn close. That's why they have so little crime in Britain.
That's the way Soul City Sue entertained us. Nice music and a soft, sympathetic voice, selling discouragement and defeat. Digging graves, as all communists do, but lining them with velvet. But the men who heard that radio art of charm were sometimes interrupted, and very rudely, too, like this.
Yankee, you die! Yankee, we come! We come get you now! Oh, Yankee, you die now!
That's the way it went in Korea sometimes. First, the gentle voice. Then the loudspeaker. They were interchangeable weapons in the communist war of words. Propaganda from the enemy in a combat zone like Korea is one thing. Propaganda in a peaceful country is something else. Most of you who will be stationed overseas will run into the second kind. At first, you may not notice that the gravediggers are as busy as ever, slandering us, trying to separate us from our allies. You'll go about your business for a long time, maybe, and then turn a corner one day and see it splashed across a fence or a wall. Or maybe on an ordinary street or square. Suddenly, you'll come across the party insignia on a doorway.
For the last time, Mr. Hopper, you think I have just fallen off the top of a Christmas tree? I know that you are an undercover CIA agent. I demand that you tell me what America is up to in the Middle East. Otherwise, you can wave goodbye to both your hands.
If you cut them off, how can he wave goodbye?
Shut up!
God have mercy on me. How can I tell you what we don't know?
Right. We will see if this changes your mind. I thought I asked for one with a rubber handle.
It had a rubber handle, Commissar.
It didn't have a non-slip, easy grip, tight rubber handle, did it?
It had run out in the stores, Commissar.
Shut up! Fortunately, I have a spare one in my locker. I will go and get it. Don't think you are going to get away with this.
The hunt for the stolen quark bomb. Police raid a cafe in Brixton. Cyclops tells Americans to use less oil. Sammy Davis Jr. lays off 6 hairdressers. The Entente Cordiale, Britain's foreign secretary, gets a warm reception as he arrives for top-level talks at the Kremlin.
Yes, we are very much approved of your new policy towards the Americans.
Oh, good.
We love the way you, how you say, kick them in the bullocks.
Well, we felt that...
Peace all over them.
Yes, Mr. Dubienkin.
Sit down. It's the first time you have visited Russia, is it not?
Yes, actually.
Well, this is a steak. Prime cut, top side. Feel it. And I can promise you it's not the only one we have. In Russia, we have dozens of steaks like this. Dozens. Yeah, but this is our country's most popular dish of all.
Ah, salt.
Da. Finest quality. Try. Most people in Russia refuse to eat anything else. By lucky coincidence, we have more than 800 billion tons of it. So Russia's a fortunate country, is she not?
If we might turn to policy discussion.
Forgive me.
Yeah, what the United Kingdom is really aiming at is a kind of neutral posture.
When the World War comes, all neutral countries will have same options as that piece of steak. Rare, medium, or well done. Neutral countries are no friends of Russia. Neutral countries keep secrets from us.
Secrets?
Secrets, like the American plan to restore new Shah of Iran to power.
I don't think I'm quite with you.
Even now, we have two of America's top agents under interrogation. They will tell us where the new Shah of Iran is hiding.
Everyone knows the new Shah of Iran is dead, sir.
If this imperialistic aventurism in the Middle East leads to a war, neutral countries...
Yes, but that won't happen, will it, sir? Because the Shah is dead, isn't he?
There are certain things we should keep to ourselves. The fact that the Shah of Iran is still alive, for instance.
I wonder if you have ever considered joining the Warsaw Pact.
Believe me, Mr. President, we will get Mr. and Mrs. Hopper out of that Russian prison cell. There's no way this plan can fail. First of all, we airdropped 28 Filipino hookers into the compound to keep the KGB occupied. Should the area commander be around, we'll also have a faggot in a wetsuit on standby. Next, we keep the Soviet radar busy with a plague of locusts over Volgograd. I've checked with Bug Warfare, and they tell me they can get 20 swarms airworthy, no sweat. As a further distraction, I will personally strap my body to a neutron bomb. Mr. President.
I'm sure you've taken a lot of trouble over this rescue plan, but I really don't
I
think...
failed you, sir. Don't worry. I won't embarrass you a moment longer.
No!
Not here, Mr. Grodd.
Perhaps we could just hear your next suggestion.
Certainly, sir. Operation Big Store, sir. A team of Cubans flood the Armenian water supply with X-Lax, and while everyone's in the jar... Operation Duck Soup, sir. The CIA circulate rigged Polaroid showing Dubyankin as a child molester. No. This will enable us to...
A lie for a lie, a truth for a truth, Mr. President. We're talking about the salvation of 2 American citizens.
Look, how about you take a chopper over from one of our bases in Turkey?
We could cause a diversion with an anthrax attack on Tokyo.
No diversions. Just you and a few apes in a helicopter.
The Israelis did it. And we have an entire testament to play with.
Very well, Mr. President. But if I'm caught, I'll insist I was doing it all off my own bat. There's nothing they can do to make me talk. They can put burning needles down my fingernails.
Thank you, Mr.
They can
Brown.
shove a red-hot, hard-boiled egg right up my...
Thank you,
If you'd like me to leave my kidneys as collateral...
Just go ahead and get on with it.
For the last time.
Lieutenant, I got an itch in my legs, fair driving me loco. Would you just scratch it for me?
You know the KGB regulations. All itches must be scratched only by the commissar. Which leg is it?
Should be approaching the KGB compound in 10 minutes, sir.
Make it 5! This country stinks!
Yes, sir.
Goddamn CIA, go to lunch!
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, don't wait! Just get the hell out of here!
Roger, sir.
Now, see if we can... Jesus Christ! We're almost out of gas!
I knew this was going to happen. I was only following government policy, sir.
Government policy? What the hell are you talking about?
Fuel conservation, sir. I only filled the tank halfway up.
Right, you got the keys?
Long live the United States of America!